guys, it's Kate and I hope you're having a great day. I'm here with my B color paper or B watercolor paper and this is my Marie's Masters palette. I've got a nice big round brush or a quill brush and my spray bottle of water, and I'm going to start out by adding a pretty decent mist on my paper to get it nice and moist. And I'm going to be working with lemon yellow and phthalo blue from my palette. So if you have a palette with those colors, you can use the same colors I am, but I'm going to start out with a pretty strong mix of the blue. I'm going to get some water and I'm going to start, you know what? I'm actually going to prop the back of this up a little bit so I can let gravity kind of do its thing. And I'm going to start off nice and dark on the top, dip my brush in some water, and bring this down. Now I'm going to go into this yellow and start coming down even more. I'm going to add some more blue to this to darken it up. And I'm going to come and put even more color on the top. And just keep going down. That yellow mixed with the blue makes a really pretty color. So I'm going to give my brush a good rinse. And then I'm going to go back into this yellow, kind of clean it out a bit. And come in here and add another layer of color that's a little bit brighter. Now I'm actually gonna clean my pan a little bit. I got a little bit too much blue in here, so I'm just gonna kind of take some of that out. Kind of side effects of painting. All right. This is almost like a neon color here. That's kind of cool. All right, let me get in some more blue down there. And I'm going to come back into my pan and darken it up even more on top and come down and meet this lower layer. Now I'm just going to hold this up for a minute and kind of let it spread out a bit, so we get a smooth blend, just like that. And then I'm going to grab some alcohol ink. Okay, this is still wet, and I've got blue and red. This is my homemade alcohol ink, and I'm going to add some drops right to my paper. And I'm just using the plastic applicator. If I want to make a bigger drop, I'll kind of touch it more than once into the center, and it'll just kind of make that dot spread out a bit. And now we're going to add some red. And this is a nice bright red. And the nice thing about alcohol is it will kind of push that paint aside, and you'll get kind of a neat little effect. Now I'm going to put a few kind of up here, coming into that sort of division area. And I also want to make sure to get a couple along the side so that it's not just all inside the page borders. Just like that. And then I'm going to take my plain alcohol. This has no color. And I'm going to do the same thing, except just kind of tap it and get some scattered spray. some scattered droplets. And that's going to have a resist effect too. And I'll also add some here down toward the bottom. And what I might do is add just a couple small little blues in the sky, or what I've come to think of as the sky. All right, I'm back and I love how this looks. It's just so vibrant and fun. Now, what I was thinking I might do is kind of play around with the different thicknesses of the fine liners that I've got. So I have a 005, a 05, and a 1. So the 005 is the finest tip that I have, and it's like almost a hairline. And I thought I would take the smallest of the colored dots and add some little lines. So ones like this size, I would just bring down to the end of the paper. Now I'm going to kind of ignore the plain alcohol marks, but this will add kind of a fun little pattern and texture to the paper, almost like they're kind of whimsical flowers. And I did a video kind of like this a while back, and I didn't think it would take off the way it did, but boy, people liked it. So I'm going to pick all these little dots and add this line, and it's a very fine tip. I'm even going to go to some of these ones up here, because this is just kind of a little whimsical painting, and I think it'll just look kind of neat when we're done. So let's see, do I have any other really little ones? And some of these lines will happen pretty close together. Now, one kind of funny thing I found is that the tape blocks all the watercolor, but it does not block the alcohol, which is kind of neat. That doesn't bother me, but it's just good for you to know. If it bothers you, you could just paint over it with some acrylic, some titanium white, and that'll cover right up. Or you can just leave it as is, like I will. So I've got one more kind of small blue one up there at the top, and I'm not trying to keep these lines straight even. I'm just kind of going through and just going sort of loose with it. So I think that's all the ones I want to do with this tip. And so I'm going to find the next smallest and use the 05, and it's still a fine tip, but not as fine as that one. So I'm going to pick these sort of medium size blobs, and I'm going to save my thickest tip for last. And you can see the size of the line is much different, and I just realized I missed a little one here. I'm just going to get that real quick before I forget. So now I'm just going to go through all these medium-sized ones, and we will have different line thicknesses here. That I'm going to consider big. And where I'm going next to another flower, I'm just kind of going to go right behind it and skip over it with the marker or the pen, whatever you want to call it. Now I did see one other little tiny one, and that's this little blue one right here. It's easy to miss. All right, now I've got my number 1, which is almost like a little tiny marker tip. This is the thickest one. So it'll have, well, the line isn't that much thicker, actually. I'm going to kind of put it on its side to get a nice thicker line. And then we've got this one here. And I really like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my little jelly roll and I'm going to put little centers in the big ones at least. And then we can get that little pop of white. All right, I think everything's got a stem and everything has a little white center. And this was such a simple little painting and it looks so cute. So let me hold this up and give you the close-up. Hopefully you try this on your own with whatever colors you want, but this was just a really cute little painting. I'm glad I kind of did a little bit of a different style of redo, and it's just a nice little abstract flower painting. So hope you enjoyed this video today, followed along with the supplies you had on hand, and had a good time painting with me. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep creating. Bye.